couple of years ago, Mike and I ditched our corporate jobs, moved our twins to a 60-acre ranch in the middle of a very small town, and now this is how I start my day, raising miniature, fluffy cows in a side-by-side! Woo! This is so much better than an office. Let's go see what's going on today. It's about 8:30. I know that's late for farmers, but we get up about 6, and then I do all of my administrative stuff in the morning, which is, checking my emails, which now happens like once a day, instead of all day long. Working on social media stuff for you. And then I meet the staff, who starts at 8:30. So rolling up to the pole barn here, and let's see how everybody's doing today. Hi Blaze, hi Blaze, hi Blaze, hi Blaze, hi Blaze, hi Blaze. First thing that happens is food. So we're getting all the grain loaded because most of the cows get grain and hay. What happens is we have this calendar. So like this is everything that happens and everybody's schedule. And then we got like this list of stuff. Oh, that's an invoice. Okay, should probably pay that. So this is all like the things that need to be done. And then as the day goes on, we'll check stuff off. And then Blaze is here, my little buddy. And this is his area, so he gets to hang out in here. We've got a couple different things that we're gonna tackle today. We're gonna we gotta feed all the animals, do some landscaping stuff, and the vet comes at 9:30 to look at a donkey that's leaving, and that's the beginning of the day today. Okay, come on Blaze, let's go. Blaze, you wanna say hi? Hi. Okay, so I got Blaze. They're gonna start cleaning down here. So this is pasture 9 down here. So they are all waiting for their grain. And we are gonna go fill some water. First issue of the day, frozen water hose. After we fill water, you're supposed to drain the hose so that the water doesn't freeze overnight. Our water trough right there has a heater in it, so that doesn't freeze. The hydrant also does not freeze. Interestingly enough, that big thing that sticks out of the ground has a lever on it, and the water shuts off 4 feet underground, and then it drains, so it doesn't ever freeze. But if you have a hose attached to it, the hose freezes. And for some reason, it's springtime, but last night it got below freezing. Here we're passing, looking for any issues. We got pasture 5, we got pasture 3. Everybody's standing out waiting for grain because that's what we do in the morning. So everybody knows that when they start hearing the side-by-sides, it's food time. So they all come up and get excited and start looking for food. But before we feed, we always clean. This is the south barn, and Blaze and I here are gonna head in and start cleaning some pens. Let's go clean. Blaze doesn't really help cleaning much. He more so babysits the cats. Steph and Allie are feeding grain. Oh, they are out there. Okay, we back right in, and then we start cleaning. Rakes and scoops. But we keep everything warmer in the barn because see, we have all these like waterers around, and we keep the barn above freezing so that the water doesn't freeze in the barn, so we don't have to fill water. It's all automatic, which really makes it a lot easier to do stuff in the morning. Then all we have to worry about is feeding and cleaning, but it's one less thing that we have to do in the morning, which is really nice. After we clean, one of the other things we do is we socialize in the morning because we have some calves right now that we've been working on getting friendlier. When we feed in the morning, it's the best time to work with them. because they're distracted. So we'll comb them, we'll brush them, we'll pet them, you know, we'll get them used to us. And so all of these out here right now are the ones that we're currently working with, which is a bunch of our calves. And then Sugar, who looks like she's much bigger, but she's pretty timid around the other adult cows. So we put her in here with the calves so that we could get her a little more friendly and used to us. Blaze's only job is to, you know, herd the cattle. But when we don't need him to herd the cattle, he has a really hard time sitting still. This is his spot where he's supposed to stay, but he doesn't really stay here very often. But we try. We're doing our best, and I think ultimately, you know, come here. I think ultimately he's doing his best too, but his brain just wants to chase the cows, right? I know you do, I know you do, I know you do. Yes. Okay. South barn, which is where we are, is pretty much done. So everything's clean in here, and everybody is getting fed right now, some hay. We did grain, and we'll move on to the other parts of the property. But hey, that's the beginning of the day. So much better than working in an office.